let's talk about interviewing a lawyer. What? You may wonder, how can I interview a lawyer? I'm not qualified enough. Lawyers are scary. Courts are terrifying. I really don't want to have to do this. I understand. I was also like that in the beginning. But despite, all the horror stories that you may hear about lawyers and courts, there are some amazing, brilliant, caring, sensitive, helpful lawyers who will fight the battle on your side. And trust me, it can often be a battle. It is not always that the other partner or the spouse who you're trying to divorce or who is divorcing you is going to behave like a decent person, agree to things that a decent person would, respect you and take care of you simply because you are the mother of their children. That's not a very common scenario. So if you are fighting for your rights, you're fighting for justice, you're fighting for what is owed to you, for your own financial security, for the safety of your children, then the important thing is to have the best lawyer you can get to fight on your side. Now, when I say best lawyer, it doesn't mean the most expensive lawyer. Lawyers can come with all kinds of fees. You need to find someone who's best for you within the fees that you can afford. So here are some questions to ask a lawyer. More information on the process of actually identifying and shortlisting a lawyer is given in my book, so get a copy or book a call with me to understand how we can work together. Once you do have a few lawyers shortlisted, the first question you want to ask the lawyer is, do you know my spouse? Now remember, very often there aren't too many divorce lawyers in a particular area or locality. So your spouse may also have approached them. And the last thing you want to do is give information from your side, which that lawyer may be able to use for the other side if they decide to go with your spouse. So the very first question you need to ask them is, has my spouse contacted you, or are you planning to work with my spouse? The next question you want to ask them really is, once you've told them the story of what's happening, is to ask them whether they think you should go in for mutually agreed divorce or for a contested divorce. In most cases, a mutual consent divorce is considered to be preferable. It takes less time. The agreements of what is to be settled, what is to be divided, custody matters, etc. are to be done by the two partners, and it doesn't take as much time in court. Of course, that's not always the case, and it may so happen that you end up with a contested divorce. In either case, also ask the lawyer what are the fees and whether the fees there will be additional fees for court appearances. This is just important for you to know so you can budget for it accordingly. Remember, the best decision you can take is to leave a toxic, abusive or unhappy relationship. The next best decision you can take is finding the right lawyer for you. Always remember that your lawyer is not your counselor or your therapist. So don't expect to be crying on their shoulders and getting sympathy from them. They are legal experts who are going to look at the legal perspective of your matter, and they are going to fight the battle for you from the legal point of view. If you need help from a coach or a therapist, you must find someone else who can work with you, because there are many other emotional, psychological, mental and lifestyle issues that you are likely to be affected by, but your lawyer is not the person you should reach to for solving. Trust them to do the work related to the law and find the appropriate persons to help you in the other spheres as you go through this very difficult time of divorce. So if you're interested in finding out how you can work with me, message me. Of course, you can follow me on the YouTube channel, Instagram, and get a copy of my book. I hope you found this helpful, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.